Hello everyone, this is ASMART-books, and today we're going to be having a look at the Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 art collection. Final Fantasy X is one of my favorite video games. Final Fantasy X-2, not so much, but the art design and the costume design is really quite nice in the sequel. So, let's have a look. Alright, and first we have Yuna, a very beautiful illustration. This is her outfit in X-2, and she's got two guns, which I think is very uncharacteristic for Yuna. I really liked her outfit and personality in the first game, and the switch to these guns and the booty shorts was a bit of a paradigm shift. Thought it was a bit too much. I do quite like this waterfall skirt. That's quite lovely. We've got Pain and Riku there in the background. And then she's got this long ponytail coming down. I don't know how that works because her hair was very short in the first game. Maybe that's not her real hair. Next we have Riku. She's not my favorite. She's a little better in X-2, a little more mature. She's got a yellow bikini and a very long wool scarf. Interesting fashion choice. Some little cowboy boots. And these sleeves with little ribbons on them. The fashion and spirit is just all over the place. And here she's standing on top of their ship with Pain and Yuna in the background. Okay, and this is your third playable character in X-2. This is Pain. She's got kind of a squall look going on, very emo. And she's got this long sword with a skull on it because she's edgy. And lots of leather and studs. And once again, Yuna and Riku are just there in the background. I think that is kind of a nice element that links these three images together. Okay, and this is Nuge. Oh boy, I forget. I know this is Barrelai, and he has something to do with the Youth League. Oh, what's his name? I guess we'll see sooner or later. These guys are just not very memorable. I kind of like Nuge because his hair reminded me of Seymour. That's literally the only reason I like him at all. Barrelai is the leader of New Yevon, which is a group trying to pick up the pieces of the fallout after what was revealed in 10 about all the corruption and lies of Yevon. Yeah, I don't remember what Nuge was. Hold on. And here we have Shuyin and Len, who are kind of the ancient Spira versions of Titus and Yuna. Shuyin, I think, was also a blitzball player, and he was in love with the singer and summoner Len, who is being forced to fight in the war. And here he is trying to save her. And their love story is the only really nice part of 10-2. It's very compelling, very emotional, and it's told in a really nice way. And then here's Yuna and Len. Yuna becomes aware of the spirit of Len after using her dress sphere, and so that's why she's got identical clothes to Len. And here's Yuna from the opening cutscene singing, which I guess actually you find out that that's not Yuna, that's in fact her rival, the blonde-haired lady, kind of like Team Rocket. None of these characters in 10-2 are very memorable. Oh, LeBlanc, that's her name, LeBlanc. This is LeBlanc and her toadies, whose names I absolutely do not remember. Again, they're basically just Team Rocket. They're just kind of showing up to steal from the Gullwings. Here's the illustration that was on the cover, which is really very nice. I believe all these illustrations are done by Tetsuya Nomura, or at least the basic concept art is done by him, and he does a lot of the concept art for Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts and other Square Enix games. There's Yuna, looking very nice with her waterfall skirt. Here's the Gullwings ship, which is kind of made to look like a hot rod motorcycle. I don't remember the name of it. In 10 it was the Highwind. It should always be the Highwind. In every Final Fantasy game, when you get an airship, it's always called the Highwind. And in 10-2 it's called something else, and that's why I don't remember what it is. Alright, and here we're going to come to the cool part, which is the dress spheres. Here they all are in their basic outfits. Yuna is a gunner, Riku is a thief, and Pain, I think her class is just called like warrior or something. So here's the gunner dress sphere, which again, I really don't like the design of Yuna's outfit at all, except for the skirt. Riku, very similar. Pain's I like a little bit more. She's got the thigh-high black leather going on. Her skirt is a bit shorter. I think this is a really cute look. Okay, and Thief, which is Riku's class. And then here's Yuna, and I hate this outfit on both Yuna and Pain. It's just so revealing, I guess, a little bit scandalous. I just think that's so uncharacteristic and so contrary to what they were trying to do. I don't know, I'm not a fan. Okay, it is called Warrior. And this is Pain's default class. And here's Riku. And her outfit's okay. I do quite like Yuna's outfit here, and she's got Titus's ultimate weapon, which I think is a really nice touch. And I think what Riku's got is one of Orin's swords, which we'll see a repeating theme on that, and I'll talk more about that in a minute because it's really geeky. And then here's the songstress outfit, which is what Len used to wear. And then I guess Riku and Pain have the dress spheres of Len's backup dancers. Pain's outfit here always cracks me up because she kind of looks like Elvis. And Riku's is very cute. white mage dress sphere. Yuna's kind of meant to be a white mage, and her outfit here is just kind of bland, and they all are really, except for Pain, because she's got this variation with like a short skirt and thigh-high boots. I think Pain's is really quite cute, but the other ones are just so boring compared to the other dress spheres, which is a little sad. But Yuna's got her default summoner staff from the first game, so again, that's a nice touch. Okay, and now the black mage, which is always one of my favorite classes because I love throwing fireballs at things. So Yuna's got another one of her signature staffs from the first game, and let's see, Riku's got a nice pink hat, and I really like the sleeves on these, the kind of fire impression that they have, but I really don't like this ridiculous pink, I don't know, rubber or plastic or whatever that's supposed to be, the little bands on the hips. I think that's really silly. And then Pain's got thigh-high tacked-on frayed flare jeans. Again, some of the fashion choices in Spear are a little questionable. Okay, and then here's Gun Mage, which sounds like it would be a cool character class, like you shoot spells out of a gun, but if I'm remembering it correctly, it's more like an item and buff and debuff kind of class, which is not my favorite. I hate the ones that focus on buff and debuff. The outfits are okay. I don't like Pain's checkerboard leggings. Yeah, these are just okay. And here we have Dark Knight, which is sadly not a Batman-themed dress sphere. Riku's sword here is Auron's ultimate weapon from Final Fantasy X, which I think is kind of funny that she keeps getting Auron's weapons because I secretly ship her and Auron. I know there's a huge age difference, but their interaction is just so cute together. And Auron's really immortal, so, you know, spoiler alert. And then Yuna, yeah, this is another one of Tidus's swords, and then Pain just kind of has a buffed up version of her regular sword. I quite like Yuna's version here, but Pain's is a little too ridiculous with the spiky shoulders and the spiky head piece that doesn't actually protect her head at all. Okay, here's Alchemist, and I love this outfit on Riku, and I think this should have been her default class, because as an All-Bad, she's all about combining items, and this aesthetic is very based on what most of the other All-Bad wear, and it looks really cute, and it suits her so well. I don't understand why this wasn't her default class, but I guess people wanted to see her in a yellow bikini and a wool scarf, so who am I to judge? I think it's funny that Pain's gut is like 3 times as big as the other girls. And she's got kind of a, I don't know, rubber underwear on top of her outfit. Just silly. Berserker. This is one that you do see cosplayed sometime, and it looks really nice in cosplay. I don't remember the class itself being that memorable. A lot of these classes are just so specialized that they're almost useless. I know the point is to just switch between them on the fly, but it's not a combat system that works for me. I really enjoyed the combat system in 10, but oh well. Here's Samurai, which has a really cool animation when you summon this dress sphere. And Riku's outfit is pretty much completely based on Auron. She's got the red robe, and she's got Auron's default weapon. Someone on the design staff was trying to say something about the relationship between Riku and Orin for sure. Because it's such an odd choice. They have such opposite personalities and very little interaction, so there's no logical reason for the constant Orin influence. And then Payne's color choice for her outfit is just hideous. And here's Lady Luck. I'm not sure what this class does, because getting this dress sphere requires some kind of special thing you have to do that I'm not willing to do. But this is some of my favorite designs, other than Riku, because that's a lot of yellow. But I love, love, love Payne's design here. This long purple skirt with the thigh reveal. It's weird. They're all gonna be weird. Eunice has like the triple thigh reveal. But Payne's is very glamorous, so I really enjoy that. Okay, Trainer. This is another one that you see cosplayed, and usually people will have stuffed animals of their little animal companions here. Yuna's got some kind of food dog, and Payne's got a monkey. Riku has a monkey, and then Payne has like a hawk or a falcon. And I do like these designs. I really like how Riku's sleeves are so long. I think that's really cute. Okay, and Mascot, which is a bit silly. There's a Kate Sith, Moogle, and a Tonberry. And then that's revealed using the costumes. And the set that I got this art book with was a set that came with like the strategy guide and the game and this art book. It was like a collector's set, and it also came with a poster. And on one side of the poster, it's the girls in their mascot costumes, which is really silly. I think the other side of the poster was like a dress sphere guide, like a chart. And here is their ultimate dress spheres. Payne's is Full Throttle, which is full of these spiky blades everywhere, and that's very indicative of her personality, that she's kind of enclosed by these sharp objects. She's not going to let anyone get to her, and she's going to lash out pretty quickly. And then here's Riku's. This is Machina Ma, and it's a giant golden chicken. And that's, I guess, kind of the sense of humor that Riku has, but I like that she's got this suit that kind of looks like an Ava pilot. And here's Yuna's, which is Floral Fowl. Very feminine and kind of a classic image of femininity. The blooming flower. Backgrounds. Okay. Here's, I guess that's a dark Bahamut. Intend to, I'm trying to get that glare off there. Whoop. The Aeons kind of come back, and you have to go around and defeat them again. And here's a depiction of the far plane. And here's the bridge of your airship, whatever it's called. And this is Bavel, nice colorful location. And here is the concert that Yuna gives to try to unite Spira. She sings on the top of the airship in the Thunder Plains, and for some reason the airship looks just absolutely massive, like incredibly way too massive compared to the size of the people here. So the concept artist was having a little fun with that. And then here's Yuna in the far plane, which is a beautiful, beautiful location. And here's some concept art of, it's supposed to be Len and Shuyin in front of Vegnagun, but the image is actually Yuna and Titus, because there's some confusion for a while over who Len and Shuyin are and how they're related to Yuna and Titus, so their images are kind of swapped back and forth for a while. I'm not really sure where that is. It looks like some kind of floating island. I don't remember. Maybe that's some kind of bonus location or just some concept art. I'm really not sure. And then here's Titus and Shuyin and Yuna and Len when their images are kind of being swapped back and forth and you can't tell whose story is whose. Okay, and now we are at the Final Fantasy X art collection, my favorite. And I actually do have a whole separate art book that's just Final Fantasy X, and I'll have to show that sometime. It's one of my favorites. So here's Yuna and Titus in the beautiful scene where they kind of confess their love to each other, and we have that beautiful song that plays. And then here's just more stills from that scene, and the beautiful swirling bioluminescent water. I tear up a little bit at this scene every time. It's just so beautiful. I'm a dork, I know. And here's Titus in, well, I guess that could be anywhere. The whole game revolves around beach and water type imagery. And here's his concept art, his little wispy hair. And here's Yuna, and here's her doing the sending dance after Sin destroys this village. And I love this scene in the game, and I used to have a poster of this exact image that I had on my closet. It's just such beautiful colors and motion. I really love this image. And then here's all of your Aeons that you can summon. We have Falfon, Ifrit, Shiva, Bahamut, Ixion, Yojimbo, Anima, and the Mega Sisters, Cindy, Sandy, and Mindy. And you can name all these Aeons if you want to. You can rename them. So every time I play through the game, I have a theme. So at one point I named them after My Little Pony characters. So the Mega Sisters were, of course, the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And I think Yojimbo was Luna because he has a big moon in his cutscene when you summon him. And then one time I named them after Homestar Runner characters. This is how I have fun. And here's Waka with his trademark hair and his Blitzball team. I really like Waka. He's kind of a dork, and his moveset is a little ridiculous. He just throws the Blitzball at the enemies. He just chucks it as hard as he can. And for some reason, no matter what I do, no matter how I play this game, Waka always ends up being the strongest character. He's just so overpowered no matter how I do the level up grid, the sphere grid. He just always ends up being really, really powerful, so he's always in my front line. And here's Lulu, who I have the opposite problem with. I really love her, and I really usually love mage characters, but no matter what I do, she always ends up really underpowered. And in the HD re-release of 10, there's a feature where you can kind of modify the sphere grid and start however you want, and I intended to use that to make Lulu really powerful, but somehow I ended up making Riku my most powerful mage. It was completely on accident. I don't know how I keep messing up her character, but there it is. And Lulu you see cosplayed a lot because she has such a cool character design. And I've seen some really well done cosplays of her. She's a really cool character. And here's Kimari, who's a Ronso who looks after Yuna. He's looked after her since she was very little. And his horn is broken, which is a sign of shame to his people. So he gets bullied for that a little bit. I'm not a big fan of Kimari. No real reason. I don't really like furries, and just his character design, I don't really like it. And his personality is a little boring. It's just kind of the gruff, protective kind of personality, and it's just a little boring to me. He is a very powerful character, though. If you use him in your front line, he's very strong. And here's my favorite character. This is Orin. And I kind of spoiled a little bit about him, but if you haven't played the game, I guess I won't say any more. He's a really cool dude. He's got this big sword, and he's got a jug of booze, and he's got his sunglasses on, because he's a cool dude. And he travels between Titus's world and Yuna's world. He's bound by a promise to protect Titus and Yuna. And here's Riku. She looks a little scary in her character portrait because all bed have spiral eyes, and it's a little creepy. But in game she looks fine. And she's got a very cute little outfit on here. You get her character very late in the game, so I've never really done much to power up her character because I always have my set of 3 or 4 strong characters. I don't really put any investment into leveling Riku up, so she's just kind of there in the background. And then here's Seymour, who's a really cool dude. I always love the bad guys in pretty much anything, but especially RPGs. They just have really cool design to them, like these blue hair horn things. I just love how ridiculous it is. And he's got this over-the-top villain voice, and his motives are just ridiculous, and I just adore him. He's great. And here he is showing the main group visions of Spira past. And here he's showing them what Samarkand looked like 1,000 years ago. And here's Titus as they approach, I believe it's Luca. And here's what Luca Port looks like. And this is where the Blitzball tournaments are held, and it's got all these little arms for the boats to dock at. These are all little docks. So basically the map is you just run around in a circle to all the little docks. And here's the Blitzball stadium being filled up. And I would think that this is really impractical, but it's magic technology. What are you gonna do? And this is Yuna performing the sending, which is my favorite scene in the game. It's just so beautiful, and the music is just incredible. It's this kind of a beautiful tribal chanting kind of music. It's just really nice. And she's sending the souls of the dead to the far planes so that they don't become monsters. And then here's Sin attacking your boat, and you have to go up and fight Sin, and you can only use characters with ranged weapons. So of course you just have Waka throwing his blitzball thousands of feet away at Sin's fin in the distance. It's silly, but it's fun. It makes you feel like you're in this great dramatic struggle. Let's see, here's the High Wind, which is your airship. And I love this design. Isn't this much better than the motorcycle? here's Seymour and Yuna's wedding, which is another beautiful scene. It's always nice in RPGs when you can see the characters in different outfits than what they would normally wear. And I've seen a lot of people cosplay Yuna's wedding dress, or even like wear it as their actual wedding dress, you know, if they're getting married and they're a Final Fantasy nerd. It's kind of fun. And this is Bevelle, which is the kind of the capital city where the wedding's taking place. And here's Seymour in his little hat and his little neckerchief. And here the group comes in to save them. And here's Yuna to kind of get out of the situation and help her friends who are surrounded by all the guards in Bevelle. She steps off the balcony, and before she does, she says, "Don't worry, I can fly." And as she's falling, she summons her Aeon Velfor, which is this big pterodactyl kind of looking guy, and he catches her. It's really cool. And I guess the wings on her dress kind of foreshadow that. Okay, and that's pretty much the end. There's just a couple more pictures of Len and Shui in there. And that is the end. So yeah, my knowledge on Final Fantasy X-2 is not what it used to be, but what are you gonna do? But I'll definitely show you my Final Fantasy X art book sometime, because that is one of my favorite games ever, and I have a lot more knowledge and information about that game. So thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.